So, a couple of you do not know how to draft a basic bodice, and aside that, you don't have to draft a basic bodice that fits perfectly on your body. Like, I mean, so many people complain about I drafted a bodice and then it's not perfect. Like, I get to have extra gaps, zip did not sit well, like a couple of other complaints, and also so many people do not know how to do this asymmetric neckline. So these are things that can actually be fixed. Like it's something that you just need to pay attention to be able to come out with this perfect top that you want. Also, we have that talk about this one shoulder top. This one, the asymmetric top, the asymmetric neckline. It's this particular one where there's one sleeve and then there's no sleeve on the other side. So many of you do not know what to do. You don't know how to go about it. You don't know how to fix it. So in this video, I'll be showing us how to go around it. I'm giving you a 2-in-1 tutorial for free, guys. I'm giving you this tutorial for free. So I'm sure I'm speaking so much grammar right now. When I say asymmetric, I mean that one shoulder. That's kind of top where there's only sleeve on one hand and there's no sleeve on this one. So in this video, I'll be showing us how to go about this, how to draft the basic bodies, how to make your asymmetric neckline, and this will come out perfect. So guys, keep watching, and hey, let's get back to our signature welcoming. And with our signature welcome, let's jump to this. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll be showing us how to draft the basic bodies alongside how to draft an asymmetric neckline. If you're interested in this video, guys, please keep watching and let's do this shit. I promise it's going to be so brief, like the shortest tutorial you have seen in a very long time. So guys, let's jump into the tutorial.
And so guys, first thing we're doing, we fold our fabric into two. That's the regular already. So when our fabric is on fold, the next thing we're going to do now is to take our shoulder measurements, and we're using 7 inches for the shoulder measurement. This is half of the shoulder measurement. So I'm placing a point on this 7 inches, and then I'm going to go down for this shoulder depth. I'm going to go down by 7 inches also. So that's how deep I want the shoulder to be. So I'm just going to go down and mark my point there. And then the next thing I would want to do after marking my points there is drawing a line to connect these 2 points. And after doing that, I will go ahead to just draw a line underneath it, which is going to be about 3 inches downward. I'm just going to go over and do this for us to see. So next I'm going to mark my chest point. So my chest point is actually about 8 inches, so I'm just going to go ahead and confirm it and then mark my chest point and draw a line over there, and then place my bust measurement also there. So the chest point measurement I'll be using here is the same measurement I'll be using for my breast point. So you can go ahead and do the same thing if you want to. So after doing that, I'm going to go ahead and take the half length measurement of this dress we'll be making. So this is the pattern illustration. You can actually use this pattern to draft your clothes when you're done. So I just went ahead to draw a straight line so it will be easier to place each of these measurements on the points that have been drafted. So that's what I'm just doing here. Then I'm going to come back to the top and then mark the point for my neckline. So the neckline width is 3 inches, so I'm going to mark 3 inches here, and the depth of this dress, the neckline for this dress, is going to be 3 inches also. It's going to be a circle neckline, so it can be easier for us to be able to cut out our asymmetric neckline. So I'm just going to go ahead and use a free hand to connect this point up to this place. So guys, the next thing I'm going to do now after doing this is to take my shoulder slope. I'm going to come down by 1 inches from the armhole measurement I did, and then I'm going to connect from the neckline down to that 1 inch I came down by, and so now we have our shoulder slope. Next, so that we can have a perfect armhole, I'm going to take half the measurements of this armhole, which is about 3.5 inches, and then I'm going to connect it down towards the end. I'm going to make a curve so I can now connect it to the actual dress. So this is what I did here, and this is what it looks like. The next thing I am going to do now is to draw the line to show the point for the chest line so that we can easily understand what is going on and not just think we have dots there. But I had already inputted the measurements here for us to see. So I'm just going to go ahead now and repeat this measurement again. I'm going to input this measurement again just to be very sure, and then I'm going to draw a line and connect from the armhole down to the waist, half length point or waistline or whatever you want to call it. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to get half of my nipple to nipple measurement. I'm just going to place it on this chest line point and then place it downward on the waistline point so that I can be able to get our dart for fitting on this dress. So the half of my nipple to nipple measurement is about 3.5 inches, and this is what I am inputting here. I'm just going to draw a line and then take half inches by the side and half inches by the other side and connect it to the top of this line that I am going to be drawing here. This is going to be illustrated for us to see. So I'm just going to go ahead and do it right now. Draw a straight line and take half inches by the side, half inches by the other side. And guys, please do not forget to replace the half inches by the sides. So I did not capture that when I was making this video, so you're just going to see half inches by the side, so please don't forget to do that. And after doing this, the next thing I'm going to do now is to just cut out this fabric and then use this front piece to also cut out the back piece and include 2 inches extra allowances for the zipper. So I'm just going to do that and then bring what I have for us to see. So here I've gone ahead to cut it out, and I cut the back piece also using the same, and this is the zipper allowance I mentioned earlier, 1.5 inches. So guys, so our basic bodice is actually ready, but remember we are doing a 2-in-1 tutorial where we'll be showing you how to cut an asymmetric neckline also here. So what we are going to be doing now is, this is the front piece and the back piece has the zipper allowance. So I'll be using the back piece, one out of the back piece, to cut out the front piece to get the asymmetric neckline. So I'm going to be picking the one on the left hand side, one of the piece from the left hand side. I'm going to open it up now and bring out one of this piece and place it on the other side of this same fabric for us to see what we actually have. Then I'm going to use that to cut. So guys, please, let's just watch. So you can actually see now that I'm going to put that one underneath the main fabric, underneath the front piece. I'm going to label this for us to understand so that I don't get to be explaining and you don't get it. So I'm going to put it underneath it for us to see, and then that is what I will be using to cut, because I want the slope to be on this side of the dress. You can choose wherever you want it to be and cut it accordingly. So after placing this, I'm going to draw a straight line connecting the neckline, like I'm going to make a line from the neckline down towards the armhole part. So this particular asymmetric top we're making is not going to have another sleeve by the other side. So I'm just going to make a line down towards that point, and then I'm going to cut it out. After this, yes, I'm just going to go ahead now to cut it out, and then we're going to have that slope, that's one sleeve that we intend achieving. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut it now. So after cutting it out now, this is what I have. This is the back piece and this is the front piece. I'm going to label this front piece so we don't get to mix it up. After that is done, I'm going to flip to the other side. So this is basically how to draft pattern for this. You can actually pick this up and use it to cut your fabric and then sew. So I'm just going to show us what it's going to look like. So this is the pattern. This is the back piece, and then the zipper allowance is obviously in front. So I'm just going to mark this and label it back piece so that we can understand. And then here it has been placed side by side to the other one, and this is what it looks like. So this other piece now is the part that is going to be full, like it's not going to have any curve or cut in front. You can see it was perfectly cut out, so it's equal on this side, while the other side is higher because it's going to have a shoulder joining. So this is what we should have. This is what the front should look like if you place both parts of the fabric on each other. So this is what the back should actually look out. So we are going to flip it to the other side to show us what the front should look like after you've drafted this your piece. So I'm just going to go ahead and flip it over to the other side so that we can understand better and see what the final look is supposed to look like. So this is what the front should look like when you flip it to the other side. So you can see that we have a little excess popping in front. So I'm just going to go ahead and take that excess out. You can actually see this up there. So I'll just cut it out and then we're good to go. Our dress pattern is actually ready. So here guys, this is what we have now, and we are basically done with the pattern drafting for this outfit. So you're just going to join the shoulder, the sides, and then hem the under of this dress and you are done. Thank you so much for watching guys. See you next time. Bye.